Hey, I'm making this video on how to fix a Morley wall pedal. Something I never tried before, but I've had this pedal for quite a while. It's been sitting in a drawer for the most part, and I got it used. And anyway, I've always understood Morley is really the best wall pedal. It really is. So it works on light, not on potentiometers like Crybaby or so. Anyway, so I had been using it for a while, and it started doing this. So anyway, what I did was I took it apart and looked at it and realized that at least one of the LEDs was not lighting up properly. So I ordered some LEDs off of eBay, and for like $5 I got like 100 of them. And I thought I needed 3mm, but I think they were actually 5mm. So but anyway, so what I did was I took the pedal apart, and what I could find was clear, not red, but they have red light. And the package that I got had a bunch of different colors. I'm not sure how much the color matters. Would one of the other colors work just as well? I couldn't tell you, because I used red, because it was a red LED that came out of it, which was obviously red. I discovered that the circuit board is kind of crimped into the pedal by the screws that are going through the circuit board from the moving spring mounted pedal on the top. So it would have been more work to attempt to get that circuit board off of there, because the screws were like crooked going through it or whatever. So anyway, I decided not to take the circuit board out, and I reassembled everything. So technically you don't need to do any of that stuff. You don't need to disassemble anything. All you need to do is take the bottom off. So as you can see, the actuator that moves and with the pedal on the top reacts with the light. The LEDs react with a photocell on the other side of the little black actuator. So one of the LEDs lit up pretty good. The other one was virtually off. So I was going to originally change both of them, but I figured, well, one seems to be working fine, so I'm only going to change the one. So what I did was, since I didn't take the circuit board out, I just pulled the LED that was not working up and try to get it away from the circuit board as much as I could and cut it off, leaving as much of the electrodes as I could sticking out. There wasn't much, but there was enough. So then I took one of the LEDs that I had bought, which were clear, making sure, and you have to make sure that you have the positive anode, which is usually the longer of the two electrodes sticking off the end of the light, going to the positive. On the circuit board it tells you which one's positive, which one's not. So anyway, just make sure you got positive to positive. And so I stretched it in such a way that it was close to the black actuator between the LED and the photocell, and I taped it in place so that it wouldn't move around when I was soldering it. And I soldered it in place, cut off the ends, and reassembled it. And so this is what I got when I was done. And I wasn't sure how it was going to work, but this is how it works.